Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to be talking about my pregnancy from weeks 4 to 17, so basically from the beginning up until this point. Obviously recording solo because it's just about me and the baby. So as of today, I'm 17 weeks and 2 days. It's been really fun so far. I only have one complaint, but I'll get to all of that, when I start talking about everything. But I'm gonna try to cover everything from weeks 4 to 17 as fast as I can. This is like my third time recording this video, so I'm really trying to like remember everything so that I don't leave anything out for y'all. So we found out that we were pregnant actually while we were on vacation. I want to say between like weeks 4 and 5. Sorry, my stomach's itching all the time. We were on vacation, and I'm one of those people who like always keeps up with like their cycle and stuff. Like I know when it's supposed to come, I know when I'm ovulating and all that stuff. I have the app, most of y'all probably do that too. And so like we were preparing for vacation. I'm like, well, okay, well I'm gonna pack. Like I literally brought a whole box of tampons to take on vacation. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pack all this stuff, just so I'm prepared. But I also knew that, last month when I was ovulating, things happen. So I'm like, we've never been positive before, so we'll see. But I kind of like had this feeling. I don't know, your body just feels different. I had like a feeling. And so we were on vacation, and the day my cycle was supposed to start, it didn't come. But I wasn't having any like abnormal symptoms, just the normal stuff like sore breasts, being kind of moody, just regular things. So I'm like, okay, well maybe it's coming. And so I didn't really think anything else of it. We just kept going along with our day like usual. And we were at dinner, and we had these really good tacos. They were like Baja fish tacos. And I had like probably like 4 of those. They were so good. And I had 2 lemon drops. And so, dinner was good. The drinks were good. Everything was going great. We went upstairs to chill before we went back out. And I sat up when we were about to leave, and it was like my whole body shifted. Like everything felt off. I was like super nauseous and dizzy, and it all hit me like at once. And I was just sitting there like on the bed, just like something is not right. Like I looked at Steven, and I was like, I really don't feel good. So I'm like, dang, I really hope like that food didn't make me sick, or like maybe I drank too much or something, but that doesn't usually happen. So I just tried not to think about it, and we went back downstairs to the casino at the resort. And we kept, doing what we were doing, and I was like, man, I just really don't feel good. So we ended up having to like go back upstairs early and go to bed early and everything. And I was like, wow, I don't know what's going on, but I really like don't feel good. And I remember talking to my mom, and she's like, I don't know, that's weird. I'm like, yeah, that's weird. So the next day, still didn't have a cycle, like nothing was going on, but I was fine. Like I didn't have any symptoms. And we were in Atlantic City. I don't think I said that, but we never posted our vacation vlogs. But we were in Atlantic City, so we left and we drove to New York to spend the 4th with our friends. And so that whole entire day I was cool. And then 4th of July, like as soon as I woke up that morning, everything was off. Like I was nauseous. I had this crazy migraine. Like I usually have migraines anyways, but this one was like 20 out of 10, like crazy. And my friend Tati was like, what's wrong with you? Are you pregnant? And I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant. Like, I'm fine. Leave me alone. But like me and Steven knew, like we were giving each other the look like, yeah, we're totally like probably pregnant. And so that whole day I was so off. Like I couldn't eat. We were supposed to be going out. Like we were all getting dressed to go out, and I was in the bathroom like crying because I was nauseous and I couldn't throw up. Like it was just so bad, and I was so uncomfortable. And so that whole day I was like that. And then the 5th, when we drove home, I slept the whole entire way back. Like New York to Virginia, slept the whole entire time. And I'm just in the car like, yeah, when we get home, we're going to get a test. Like I need to know, I need to confirm, even though I know I need to confirm, because I could just tell that my body was different and, all this other stuff going on. And so when we got home on the 5th, well, I think we went to the store that day, but we took the test the next morning on the 6th. And obviously it was positive. And we were both like really excited. We weren't surprised, like I said, like I keep up with everything. So I knew, and we had talked about, whether or not we wanted to have a baby before the wedding or wait till after, like if we got pregnant before the wedding, we were like, it has to be, before July. Like that would give us enough time to get everything back in order. So we literally got pregnant in June, and then we we found out on July the 6th officially. And we try to like hold it in, but you know, something like that, you can't keep it in too much. And so that was like weeks 4 and 5, week 4 going into week 5. Week 5 and 6 are pretty much like just being really tired and like fatigued. And I was still nauseous, but not as bad. Like going into week 7, it picked up so much. Like I was at work, really tired, really nauseous, like so anxious. I remember being so moody and anxious the first few weeks after I found out, especially at my job. I was just like really anxious and moody and nervous, and then finally I had to like, you know, tell my boss and my coworkers. So I remember finally calling my doctor like week 7, like, what can I take? I don't come see y'all till next week. I need something to take. I can't do this. So they ended up giving me or telling me to take B6 and Unisom, just like a regular vitamin B6 to take in the morning, and then Unisom to take at night to like help me sleep, because I was up in the middle of the night going to the bathroom and just being real nauseous. And so I tried to take those, and it kind of took the edge off a little bit, but it didn't like relieve it completely. But it did help, you know, in that moment. So that was week 7. I can't think of anything else that really happened around then. Just like regular like abdominal pain, discomfort. I started having really bad back pain around like week 7, week 8, which has gotten worse recently. I think I've been overexerting myself, but I think that's pretty much it for like week 7. Week 8, we went to the first doctor's appointment. And when we actually found out that I was actually 9 weeks and not 8 weeks, so the app that I had been using was off by a week and a few days. So I was actually 9 weeks and 1 day when we went to the doctor. And everything was fine with the baby. It had a really healthy heartbeat, like 170, 172. Of course I cried. Y'all heard the heartbeat in the announcement video. And I was crying, and Steven was just like super happy and just like smiling the whole time. Like we couldn't believe that that was our baby, you know, like up on the screen. And so after the ultrasound, we just like talked to my doctor about my birth plan and what I can eat and what I can't eat, and if I can still work out and stuff like that. And he was really just like, you know, do everything you've been doing, like live your life normally. And I was like, okay, but I told him like I'm really nervous to like go to the gym, and like I didn't want to sleep wrong, eat wrong, breathe wrong. Like I was really like so nervous because it's my first pregnancy, and I just didn't want to mess anything up, especially within those first, you know, 12 to 13 weeks. So the first appointment was really good. I still haven't been to the gym though. I'm gonna ease my way into it. But the first appointment was really good, and then I want to say between like weeks 8 and 10, everything was like pretty much the same. I did throw up for the first time, like right before week 9. So when I thought it was week 8, right before week 9, I threw up for the first time after eating Chipotle, and I was like, well, I guess like I can't have that anymore. I probably didn't eat it for a good while, you know, after that. And then I think just like the nausea continued from there, and I didn't have any more throwing up, any more vomiting after that. Let me think. I feel like from week 8 to week like 12 was like all pretty much the same. Weeks 10 and 12, that's when the nausea started picking up more and more. And then like week 12, right before my next appointment, I got really sick one night, and I was just throwing up constantly for like 2 hours, and my stomach was hurting, just like all this pain right here, and it just felt like somebody was like twisting everything in me, and I was just in the bathroom crying and throwing up and crying and throwing up. And Steve was just like, what can I do? Are you okay? I'm like, no, I just wanted to stop. And so I was really nervous because I hadn't felt that before, you know, within the last few weeks after us finding out that we were pregnant. And so the next morning I woke up, I was the same. Like I really couldn't sleep that night because I was in so much pain. And I ended up going to the doctor that day, and they told me that like my stomach was probably just really irritated, and from throwing up and like a reflux type thing or something. They couldn't really tell me what it was, and I know I was really dehydrated, and like my weight was down, obviously from throwing up so much the night before. So they put me on 2 nausea medications after that, Zofran and Phenergan, which I've been taking literally since then, like just popping them every day like Tic Tacs because I'm literally so sick all the time. But they make me really drowsy. That's one of the side effects. So I try to only take them when I'm at home, or like at work. I'll try to take the B6 and like drink ginger ale or eat peanuts. That has really helped a lot with my nausea. Or eat bananas. Some people say banana chips, but eating the peanuts and bananas has like really helped me a lot. But after that episode, I didn't really have like any more episodes of throwing up like that. I've just been constantly nauseous like all the time, like I said. I think after that, weeks 13 to 17, I didn't notice any changes with those type of symptoms, just like my body changing more, obviously. Weeks 13 and 14 were pretty much the same. Around week 15, I started feeling like flutters, like right here, right along, like underneath my belly button. I remember the first one we were at, well, I thought I felt one at home one night, and I called my mom crying because I just get so excited about everything. It's like really emotional. I'm like, what does it feel like? Because I think I just felt some. But I wasn't sure because I'm like, I don't know if it's too early to tell. But then we were at breakfast one morning. When I was eating, I just felt like it was like a wave or like a rush go across my stomach, and I was like, oh, like I'm pretty sure the baby was just like moving. But I haven't felt any like kicks or anything like that. Just like the flutters. It's like waves, or like when you're on a roller coaster and you get like that drop in your stomach when you know, go down the big hill. Like that's really the only way that I can describe it. It's really, really cool. It happens, you know, often during the day. And the first time it happened, it really surprised me. But when it was like a lot, kind of like took my breath away while I was at work, and I was just sitting there like, okay, this feels like really crazy. So I'm really looking forward to like feeling the actual kicks. I know people say once they start they don't stop, but I really just want to feel them. I don't really care. Something else that I've noticed since week 15, my food feels like it gets stuck right here, and so it's like really hard to eat because I feel so full so fast. I don't really have like heartburn. I guess it's just like an indigestion type of feeling, and so it's really hard to eat a lot at one time. So I just try to pace myself, and I haven't been like stuffing myself. I've just been, you know, eating normally, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, maybe a few snacks here and there, but I definitely get full faster than I used to. I can't think of anything else between the first trimester and the second trimester. I'm only like 3 weeks into my second trimester so far, so everything's pretty much been the same. The only, like I said, the only complaint that I have so far is just the nausea, and now the back pain, because it feels like somebody is like standing on my spine, on my spine, like right across the bottom, which I'm sure the baby is probably just sitting there, you know, just hanging out or something. I don't really know. I just know it's uncomfortable. I don't really like it. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty much it. Like all of the specific things to my pregnancy that I've noticed from weeks 4 to 17, which has been really crazy. I've just been excited about seeing my body change and like knowing everything that's going on. I have this app on my phone called Pregnancy Plus. It's this app. I don't know if I can see it right here. And when you open it, it literally gives you like weekly updates. If y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all saw that I've been using like the sign to say like how many weeks I am and stuff like that. I just keep up with everything on here, like knowing what size the baby is, and it tells you like how far along you are and your due date and everything like that. So I've really been looking forward to reading that every single week and just like keeping up with everything that's going on. I just really want to be like in tune with everything that's happening with this whole entire process, because it is my first pregnancy, and I'm really excited, and I just want to take it all in and embrace the entire process, because this is a big deal. So gender reveal. We actually find out the gender next week, hopefully, fingers crossed, at my appointment, which we're really looking forward to. We both just want to know when we go there, and then we might do a small reveal for our family and friends afterwards. Just have so much going on, so we'd rather just like put everything into the shower and not just like a big gender reveal. And I probably didn't feel that way before I got pregnant. I probably was like, I'm gonna do everything on the list, but now I'm like, do we really have to? So we're both trying to decide. We go back and forth every week, but we're gonna decide officially you know, next week what we're doing. We've picked names for a boy and a girl already, so we already know what we're gonna name the baby regardless of what the gender is. And but we're not gonna reveal that, you know, until the baby's actually born. Cravings, let me think. So during my first trimester, I know there was like 2 weeks where all I wanted was like broccoli cheddar soup from Panera, and that was like the only thing that I could eat. Literally like the only thing. One, because it was light and I was always so nauseous, but I don't know, something about that like creamy taste, like that's what I wanted all the time, like lunch and dinner, that was it. I know one night Steven like went out when they were about to close just to give me some soup, and I was like so excited. I'm like, wow, he really loves me, like he's going to get this soup. So that, I've had Bodillas a lot. I literally haven't eaten Bodillas since I was like a junior in college probably. So if y'all live in Richmond, y'all know what Bodillas is. I've been getting chicken Caesar wraps from there. I probably had like 3 in the last couple months. Ice cream, I've been going to Cold Stone or picking up like, you know, small pint-sized ice cream from the grocery store. What else? Salads. I always eat salad anyway, but like I said, when I was nauseous, there were certain things that I would really just want to eat just because I couldn't eat anything else, and salad was one of those things. Also sandwiches. I was eating hoagies from Wawa all the time, making sandwiches at home. My coworkers told me they were going to nickname the baby Wawa because I eat so much Wawa. I actually had Wawa today for lunch. So I was eating a lot of hoagies, which is bad because of carbs, but it's okay. And seafood. I like seafood anyways, like outside of being pregnant, but it's like I wanted it more since I was pregnant, and so like shrimp and stuff like that I've been eating, or crab cakes, salmon. We love salmon, but you know, you have to watch it in moderation. So we've been trying to not eat so much of it, but definitely those things. I had my first like weird craving earlier this week. I wanted corn and sour cream, like just those 2 things together. I kind of put a little bit of cheese on top, and it was so good to me. It was just like the best tasting thing that I've ever had when I had it. I remember coming home from work and literally just making corn so that I could have corn and sour cream while I sat down and watched TV. So that was the first weird one, I would say. Aside from cravings, I did have a few food aversions during my first trimester. I didn't want eggs for like 2 weeks. I love eggs, and there was like 2 weeks where I couldn't eat them, smell them, look at them, nothing. Like scrambled, boiled, in a salad, whatever. I just couldn't do it, and I was so sad because I love eggs. And so I finally tried to like reintroduce myself to them, like with croissants or like eating them with something else during breakfast, and so that helped. So I'm back to eating those again. Acidic foods like spaghetti, lasagna, like I said earlier, the chipotle, like the salsa and stuff, all of those upset my stomach really bad. I think every time that I've thrown up, it was after I ate something acidic, and my stomach usually gets upset after those things, but not as bad as it has been with my pregnancy. And then popcorn. I usually love to snack on popcorn, but the taste was different to me, and so I stopped eating it. But I did buy some more recently that I'm going to try to eat. But I haven't been able to eat it probably since I was like 9 or 10 weeks. So almost like 2 months that I haven't had like any popcorn. And the egg thing only lasted like, you know, like 2 weeks, like I said. Oh, something else that I've noticed so far is sleeping. Obviously, they say you lose so much sleep and blah, blah, blah. It got so uncomfortable to sleep, probably around like 10 weeks maybe. Because, you know, obviously my belly's growing and my back is hurting, and so I usually like to sleep on my stomach or on my left side. Excuse me. So when I started noticing that, I would try to sleep on my left side more, or I would start using a pillow, you know, just stuff to get me like more comfortable. And it helped a little bit, but now I just toss and turn all night long from like the left side to the right side and back and forth and back and forth. I'll kick the blanket off. I usually like to be under the blanket, kick the blanket off, don't want to be under it. So I'm really just trying to find like a comfortable way for me to sleep. I haven't gotten my pregnancy pillow yet, but I'm sure that I'll be getting it soon. I literally just like lay on my side at night and just like cradle my belly and rub it. And like I noticed like one night I woke up in the middle of the night and was just like doing this, like eyes closed, sleep, just rubbing my belly. So sleeping has been a little difficult, but I've learned to just go to bed earlier so that instead of tossing and turning for, you know, a short period of time, I can toss and turn long period of time, but also still get, you know, more sleep. So I've been trying to do that more. I'm also winded all the time. I probably sound winded in this entire video. I feel winded going up the stairs, talking too fast, talking a lot, you know, running, whatever. It just really, like, you know, takes my breath away. What else? I mentioned that I was moody. I think that was more so like my first trimester though, because I remember Steven was like, man, I'm glad you're back, because we were being weird. I'm like, I wasn't weird. Nothing was wrong with me. Like, maybe you're just being mean. Like, I was just like super sensitive. So like, obviously that's been the thing, but it's definitely died down now. I'm really just trying to, like, you know, keep the peace. Just woosah. We've been talking all week about having our zen, because I went to yoga. I went to prenatal yoga earlier this week, and it was just like so relaxing, and I felt like so at peace, and I just felt really good. And so that's something that I'm gonna continue to do. So we've been like, watch your zen, don't mess up my zen, like, you know, just saying that jokingly, but that is something that I really want to continue to do, because like I said, I want to be in tune with my body throughout this whole process. And if that means, you know, exercising ways that I can stay peaceful and keep my body relaxed, then, you know, I'm going to do that, because I just want to, you know, be healthy this entire process. What am I looking forward to the most? Meeting my baby, obviously. But really, aside from that, just watching my body change through the process, becoming a mom. This is going to be a completely different experience for me, and I'm just looking forward to it. I'm really just trying to be like the best version of myself, so that I can be the best mom to this little baby that's about to come into this world. So I'm really looking forward to that, and obviously like being a family and making our memories as a family of 3, because, you know, it's not just gonna be the 2 of us anymore. I'm looking forward to seeing Steven be a dad. Looking forward to everything that is to come. I feel like that covers everything that has been going on so far. Hopefully I didn't leave anything out. If I did, you know, y'all can just ask me in the comments or send me a message or anything like that. Like I said, follow me on Instagram if you don't. Make sure you do, because I'll post stuff there too. But yeah, since I covered all that stuff, I'm gonna show y'all some of the stuff that I've bought so far. So first, this is the vitamin that I've been taking. I think y'all can see that. Yes, they have these at Walgreens. Right after we found out. I take one a day. It has like everything in it that you need pretty much. I don't take anything else. That's all I've been taking. Drinking the water, and then like, you know, the B6 and stuff. Like I said, I ordered some books from Amazon. I was really sad because they were supposed to get here today, and I was going to show them to y'all in the video, but they messed up my delivery. So I'll put the link for those in the description box. I got these 2 things from Marshall's. This one is is it upside down? Yes. It's a sonogram picture frame. And this isn't our sonogram. This is just the one that came in the frame. We're gonna put a new one in it when we get one at the doctor's office next week. And I got a baby book. Everybody that knows me knows that I'm like super sentimental, and so I'm looking forward to like filling this out with all the baby stuff and our stuff, and just like filling it with things and reading it to the baby later on. Another thing that we got, well, this is from my mom, super grandma. The milestone counter that you can use for the baby every month after they're born. And then she also got us baby's first footprints in picture frame. So that'll be going up in the baby's nursery. Also, these maternity leggings, I actually have to take these back because they're too big. But this is a large. I can fit a medium. Love these. They're super comfortable. I also got some shirts too that have like the ruche side, so they stretch really well, and I like to wear both of these together, you know, just to be comfortable. So, and the last thing I have, y'all saw this in our announcement video, this wooden felt board sign. Ran out of ease, so there's 3 right here for this week. But I got this from Amazon. You can probably get one for much less than what I got it for, but it comes with a bunch of characters and like little emoji text too. And so we've just been using it for this purpose, but I'll probably be putting like other messages on there and things like that, you know, later on. But yeah, I'm gonna show y'all my belly and then that'll be all. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions for me that I didn't cover or anything like more specific, please feel free to ask me or reach out to us, and hopefully we can answer them for you. Bye.